So, UFC 327, honestly a really solid event overall. We saw Carlos Ulberg go out there and beat Broska in a very specific kind of way. And when you really look at that performance, you start to realize this guy is legit. Like, Ulberg is not just another name, he's actually someone you can put real expectations on, especially if we were talking about a potential fight with Alex Pereira. And that's good for the division because let's be honest, having Pereira just run through everyone forever, that's not healthy for 205 at all, right? But here's the thing, now you've got a new face, maybe a new era. Who knows? But here's the thing, I'm still not convinced Pereira is staying at the heavyweight long term. If he loses to Cyril Gane, I think he comes right back down to light heavyweight. But if he wins, there's no reason to come back. I mean, 205 versus 265, no weight cut, more comforts. Why would he choose to suffer again unless he has to? So yeah, if he loses, then suddenly Ulberg versus Pereira becomes very real, and honestly, that's a fight I really want to see. Now, how likely is Pereira to actually lose to Gane? Well, it's tricky. Gane is not easy to knock out. He's not some glass chin guy. He's not Johnny Walker or anything like that. He fights smart, very calculated. He picks his shots, scores points, stays safe, and he doesn't put himself in these wild positions where Pereira can just land that one shot and end it. So when you look at it from that angle, you could actually argue Pereira might struggle to finish him. And on points, Pereira isn't really that kind of fighter. Like, he's not like Sean Strickland, just jabbing his way to a decision and Gane. He's not exactly Strickland either, but he's closer to that style. I mean, he's more controlled, less risky, still technical, but not reckless enough to get knocked out easily with that left hook by Alex Pereira. And on top of that, Gane's the bigger guy. This really matters a lot. Now, let's say Pereira versus Ulberg actually happens. Who wins? Look, I'd lean Pereira, but I'm not 100% sure. Ulberg could do it. I mean, he beats Prochazka, and that's not something many people have done in recent years. And that alone tells you there's real potential there for Ulberg. Another fight that surprised me really, Paulo Costa versus Azamat Murzakanov. I did not expect Costa to win the way he did, because Murzakanov is actually a good fighter. He's just not that much of an active fighter, but Costa, he's been looking kind of washed at middleweight, so seeing him go up and beat a solid light heavyweight like that was weird, I'm not gonna lie. And then you've got Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker, and somehow Walker did not get knocked out this time. That alone tells you something's off with Reyes right now. Because let's be real, Walker has one of the weakest chins in the division and Reyes could not finish him. That's super concerning for Reyes. And when you look at Reyes as a whole, he's honestly one of the most unfortunate cases in the sport. We all saw what he did against John Jones. In my opinion, he really won that fight. He beat the greatest of all time and still did not get the decision. And after that, everything just went downhill for him. His performances dropped, he started getting finished, confidence clearly took a hit. That kind of loss, it could literally mess you up. You give everything you have in the biggest fight of your life and still not enough. That stays with you forever. So yeah, overall, UFC 327 was interesting. Not the craziest card ever, but definitely important. And honestly, this might be the start of something new in the light heavyweight division, because if Ulberg keeps going like this, he could really become the next face of 205. Now, let me talk a fight I'm actually really excited for, which is Jack Della Maddalena versus Carlos Prates. This matchup is seriously interesting. We're talking about two of the most technical strikers in the welterweight division going head to head, and fights like this, they don't miss. Now, Della Maddalena, this kind of a comeback moment for him. He's coming off that loss to Islam Makhachev and he needs to prove something here. On the other side, Prates is building momentum. He just picked up a solid win over Leon Edwards, and you can tell the UFC is starting to give him bigger and bigger opportunities. So this fight, it's a big step up for him and a big test for both guys. And honestly, I think this could be one of these best striking fights of the year. I'm super serious about it. Both of these guys are super technical. Both of them have knockout power, and realistically, this probably stays at the feet. I don't see a lot of grappling here. If anyone shoots for a takedown, I'd actually lean Prates being the one to mix it up a bit. I don't think that's the main story of this fight. This is going to be striking, clean, technical, and very high level striking. And the craziest part about it, this fight could go any way. KO, split decision, dominant decision, literally anything is on the table. But one thing I'm confident about, this fight is just gonna deliver. Like pure entertainment. Both guys are sharp, disciplined, not reckless, but still dangerous. No big weaknesses. No easy openings, just high-level MMA. And the stakes are huge. If Prates wins, he's right there, like really right there in the title conversation. If Della Maddalena wins, he puts himself back in the mix immediately. So for both guys, this is not just another fight. This is the opportunity. Now, prediction-wise, I'm slightly leaning towards Prates. He's more active right now. He's got momentum. He's confident. Everything is kind of going his way. Meanwhile, Dana Madlena is coming off a tough loss, and mentally, that can affect you. So he definitely has more to prove in this fight. And let's be real, if Dana Madlena loses again, that's a bad situation. Whether it's KO or a decision, it doesn't really matter. It's just the start of things going downhill for him. But for Prates, if he loses, it's not as damaging, especially if it's competitive. He can still bounce back. But if Prates wins, that's massive. He beats a high-level striker, builds even more hype, and puts himself in a position for something really super big next. Now, yeah, against someone like Makhachev, that's a different story, but still, it's a huge step forward for him no matter what. So yeah, this fight is still a while away, but I'm already calling it. This could be the fight of the year. I know it's early, but I'm putting that prediction out there. This one has everything, really. And yeah, that's it.